Hey beautiful, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to do an eye look tutorial with the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. So I was going to do that blue and brown eye look that I wore in my review video the other day, but I was kind of inspired at random yesterday and I want to try something new. So we're going to see if this works out or not, but I kind of have an idea of where I want to go. So let's just dive into the tutorial. Got my Too Faced Shadow Insurance eye primer on, and I threw a little bit of my banana setting powder around the edges. That was actually a hack that I learned from Jaclyn Hill, and I felt that it would only be fitting if I used it in this video too. So we are going to start by throwing a very light dusting of this color right here all over the lid and crease, just so we have something down to kind of help the mattes blend and do their thing. Plus this helps your primer not be so sticky, so I highly recommend that you use some powder of some sort to kind of set your eye primer. I think I'm going to go in with this color and just add a little bit to the crease to brow bone area, not very much because we are going to go in with a bright color in our crease. And beautiful. Next up is where we start getting a little crazy, and I'm a little unsure, but I'm hoping this is going to work out. So I'm going to go in with this green blue, kind of like an emerald jade matte down here, and I'm going to use a smaller and stiffer brush. This is kind of like a smudger brush, and I'm going to get it right down in my crease before blending it out just a little bit. Now I want to stick close to my crease because a lot of the color and intensity is going to be on our lid today. But I think this will look really pretty. Alright, beautiful. This is where we are at this point. So I basically just took some of that green and went from the corner of my eye and made a little green rainbow in my crease. Now I'm going to use one of my smaller and tapered blending brushes to blend that up and out just a little bit. This is one of the more stiffer blending brushes, and I feel like it gives a little bit more control because I really don't want this bright green color going all the way up. And don't worry if you get a little bit on your eyelid or a lot of it, that's fine. We are going to be cutting our crease a little today, so no. If you feel like you need to, just take a little bit more of that green on your blending brush and kind of get that color on there nice and evenly and blend it upwards. Go a little bit higher than you think you want to, just because we are going to be cutting our crease, so we will be going a little bit higher on the lid than I normally would. Alright baby, now that I am happy with the intensity, I'm going to take my regular blending brush again and just kind of buff out the edges so that we don't have any harsh lines. And then we will be moving on to cutting our crease. So I'm just going to go in with my usual tiny brush here to cut my crease. I really like this one because it's small and stiff and perfect for really getting a precision job done. So because the green is so dark, we're probably going to have to go over this a time or two, but no worries, it will cover this green. So you can really cut your crease however you'd like, but I recommend, and I'm sorry if this is kind of gross, but I recommend finding the edge of your eyeball and kind of making that your stopping point. But since I went a little higher, we are going to just blend it up a smidge and move on. Alright baby doll, let's get this party started and we are going to find out if this is going to work out or not right now. So I told y'all that I was kind of inspired at random. Well, yesterday I was wiping my brush on a baby wipe and the colors that came off of it, it looked like tie-dye cotton candy, and I was like, ooh, I love me some colorful eye looks, and I figure with it being summer, and I don't think anybody has tried this color combination yet, so I wanted to check it out and just we'll see how it goes. So first off, of course, we are going to spray our brush with some setting spray, and today I am using my favorite Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Marine Boosting Mist. Now this one is more like a moisturizing slash toner spray, but you can use it as a setting spray, no problem, though it is a little on the dewy side. It works out just fine. So we are going to start in the corners of our eyes, so the inner and outer corner, with this purple right down here. A couple of sprays on there and kind of pack her in a bit. I feel like that really helps. And the setting spray just intensifies the color, I feel, but it's a totally optional step and you don't have to. So let's pat her off and make sure we get the excess off. And we're just going to start by giving little movements on the insides and outsides of our eyelid. Get that color on there. Oh, that really is a pretty purple. Now, since we are using setting spray on our brushes, girl, I highly recommend that you wipe just a little bit in between steps. That way it doesn't get all sticky or yucky and just gross. So give that another squirt and we will start on the outer corner of our eyelid with that purple. Alright girl, this is where we are at so far, and I basically just put that purple both on the outer corner and the inner corner. Now, don't you worry yourself none if it's not perfect or perfectly even. No worries. We are going to now go in with this really pretty color down at the corner. I believe this one's called Pool Party. We did before. We're going to take our brush and a couple of squirts of setting spray there and get that on. So once you got your little blue stripes on there, you kind of just want to go over it again, and this time go a little bit into the purple, if you haven't already, of course. And that will help kind of blend it in and make the kind of like a seamless transition once we do blend. So now I got the little blue stripes down. I'm going to take a very similar brush to what I was using. I was using my favorite eyeshadow brush. This is kind of a stiffer yet thicker brush, perfect for packing on color like we did, but I'm going to go in with kind of a smaller, more pointed version. And you could definitely use your favorite eyeshadow brush still, but because we've got just a small little space in there, I kind of want to get this next color in. So we are actually going to go in with this pink right here. It's really pretty. It's a pink shimmer with kind of like a gold slash copper shine back to it, and I'm really digging it. And I figured this would be great for the middle of the lid. So just like last time, a little bit of setting spray on that baby right there. And here we go. Finally arrived, and we are going to start blending. I'm going to take a smaller blending brush than what I normally would use, just so that we can really get on the seams of the colors there. And we're just going to start, I think I'm going to start with the blue and the purple and just kind of blend them together a little. If you feel you need to, go ahead and take a little bit of the darker color on your blending brush and add it to that area. Baby doll, this is what it looks like blended out, and it's not quite what I had imagined, but it doesn't look bad. It's really colorful and bright. So I think we're going to take some color and throw it down on our lower lash line, and I'm going to go in with my little detail brush from the Royal and Langnickel Omni Brush set, and I'm going to start with a neutral. I'm going to go in with that first shade right there. And I'm just going to take it and put it all along my lower lash line. So I totally forgot to throw on my lower lash line liner, and I just did that. So we are going to move on to the shadow on the lower lash line. So now that I got that neutral color down, we're going to kind of mimic what we did on our lids, except we're going to skip the pink. I think we're going to do purple on the outside with the blue kind of in the middle. I'm just going to take my little detail brush here, and I'm going to put a little bit of that blue on the middle of my lower lash line first, just to kind of add some more color. I'm feeling colorful today. So while I'm doing this, let's chit chat. So the look did not turn out as awesome as I had in my head, but I've had a couple of other ideas for some of these colors. So I think I'm going to revisit the cotton candy eye look in the next week or so, and maybe do another tutorial similar to this and see how that goes. So this kind of looks cool actually. So I think I'm going to just really quickly throw on some upper lash liner and add some mascara, and we will continue on to the lips and highlight. My liner on, and this is pretty much the finished eye look. We're just going to go in really quickly and highlight the inner corner and brow bone. And I think I'm going to do that with this color, that second one right there, more of a white highlighty color. Now I thought this one was actually a matte, but when you get it on your brush, ooh, girl, it is bright. So it is perfect for the inner corner and brow bone. And I'm just going to throw it on. Now I don't know why I like to do my liner before I do the inner corner and brow bone, just kind of out of habit, just my little thing, but you can totally do this before your liner and mascara if you would like. So since we're running low on time, I'm just going to really quickly start with purple, go to blue, and then pink. So I will be using the color Illusion, then Queen, and then On Point for my highlighter today. I don't know, I'm inspired to use all them colors right now. Ooh. Ah, I love me some colorful highlighter. And we're going to blend this in just a little bit, but we might as well just kind of throw it all on there right now. Now I'm going to go in with this pretty yellow highlighter, that's the color Electra, and put it at the bridge of my nose. Ooh, careful, she goes on nice and bright. And then we are going to move on and throw a little bit of this pink and blue on the Cupid's bow before applying me some nude lipstick. I love me some colors. We are actually going to tone down our lips just a bit, and I'm going to try this new lippy. This is the Ciat Liquid Velvet in Bittersweet, and it's a nice light nude color. It's a little bit lighter than the brown I usually go for when I'm doing a nude lip, so I just wanted to see how this would work out. That's an okay color. It's definitely a little bit lighter than what I would have gone with. I definitely prefer my other deeper brown tone liquid lip, but this ain't too bad. I'll probably change it up later though. So this is the final look that we came up with today. It was kind of fun playing around with these bright colors in this palette. These shimmers are wonderful, though I will say that I did have a little bit of trouble blending that green matte, And the pink that I put in the middle of my lid was a little less pigmented than I expected. When I swatched it, it seemed like a much more brighter pink, and it went on somewhat baby pink actually. So I was a little surprised by that, but otherwise, woo, I'm digging the colors on this fabulous Friday. And really quickly before we take off, I just wanted to let y'all know, to celebrate some recent awesomeness, I want to do a little makeup giveaway. To check out what I'm giving away, I will have something up on my Snapchat later, so check me out on Snapchat at BeccaBaby13. And I have not decided on a date yet, but it will be like a week-long giveaway. It's a smaller giveaway, and I'll put a date up somewhere on the screen right about now. And all you have to do to enter this giveaway is like this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave me a comment down below and tell me how you're doing. I want to hear from y'all. So, alright, beautiful, that is it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and we've got a lot of awesomeness coming up, so you'll want to stay tuned anyways. In the meantime, go out and spread some love and positivity today. Girl, we could all use some extra, and be good to each other. You're beautiful and amazing. Oh, I love you. Mwah. Bye, everyone.